few things. For any videos I do on this channel, for the most part, they will probably not have the highest texture quality. I have a laptop. I do not have a gaming rig. I do not have a good gaming computer like Robert does have. I'm trying to save up the money to get it. This game can be a very good-looking game. Sadly, I cannot get it this way, though it is technically still 720p HD, all that fun stuff for the people who do care. Hello, and welcome to episode 2 in the update of SD&JE Productions. I'm Alex, the JE of SD&JE, or the JE YouTube.com/JE. The game we're looking at today is Super Monday Night Combat. For anyone who's not played the original Monday Night Combat, it is available on the Xbox Live Arcade. I think it's like $15. I'm not sure. I don't own an Xbox. But it is also available on Steam for, I believe, $15. It's a third-person action shooter MOBA-style game. Very simple concept. You just are pushing bots to the other's money ball. Or if you played League of Legends, that'd be the equivalent Nexus. You have to destroy turrets and stuff, and there are the enemy pros that you are fighting against who are trying to do the same goal against you. As you can see in the background, is a game of Super Monday Night Combat. A game I played a couple of days ago. Sadly, I did not do that well this game. I am playing the Assault class, which is one of the Strikers. I'll explain what those are in just a couple of seconds. So as I said, I was playing as the Assault, which is the Striker class. There are multiple classes in this game. There are the Strikers, the Enforcers, the Support class, the Sharpshooters, and the Commandos. Each one varying what they are primarily good at. If you're playing a Commando class, you are usually trying to get pro kills, trying to take out the enemy pros to force your bots. They're very fast, but they're very fast and last striking pros. You're not as likely to use them to take on the bots. Sharpshooters are very similar in that way. Best to fight the other enemy pros. While they are good at killing bots in some cases, you are better off fighting pros if you are good at that. Then there are the Enforcers, which are basically your tanks. A lot of high health, high defense, decent damage. Very slow. These are very good at taking bots and taking damage and going after the pros, but since they're not very fast, you're probably better off, in my personal opinion, of course, fighting off the bots. And then you have your Support class, which is very much just a heal and do a little bit of hurt each support at the moment, unless they add some others in the future. Of course, this game does get regular updates. They all have a turret that will do damage to bots and the enemy pros, and also some have certain buffs. The Combat Girls will heal multiple people. Support does have the availability to heal. Leonardo, yes, there's Leonardo da Vinci, that is what I'm talking about. His turret will boost your shield and allows you to recall straight to your base. Then you have the Strikers, which are personally I play as the most. I use the Striker because it's very much all around. You get a lot of pro kills as a Striker, or you can do a lot of bot push as a Striker. Personally, my favorite character in this game is Megabeth. She's got a rocket launcher, very effective. AoE doesn't fire that quickly, but it's still a very decent weapon. Of course, this game playing the Assault, also a Striker, has a grenade launcher, very good for AoE. For anyone who's played the original Super Monday Night Combat, this is basically the original Monday Night Combat. This is basically Monday Night Combat 2. It has the same game mode of Super Crossfire, where it's straight, your team is facing their team. And you cannot build turrets in this game mode, and when you level up, your abilities also boost, and you get several abilities similar to League of Legends or Dota or Smite. Then there is the game mode Turbo Cross, which personally is my favorite game mode because you can rebuild turrets, and it allows for a little bit more fast pace. It is a bit more fast paced in the game mode. There seems to be a lot more kills in that game. Now, this game mode has one flaw at this point for me, and it only came in a couple of weeks ago, I believe, in an update. In most of the game modes, once the game starts, no one else can join in. But they added in Turbo Cross that anyone can jump in at any time. Personally, I do not like that. I want to be able to play a full 5v5. If anyone drops out, whatever, then jerks. But a standard 5v5 with no one else jumping in the middle, possibly messing up anything you've done. This game does have a few flaws, and I will get to those later on. Now, this game does have really good variety in their pros and the way everything builds together. You get pros, you have a pro with a Gatling gun, with an assault rifle. There's Artemis as an Artemis, the goddess of the hunt with a bow and arrow, Leonardo da Vinci show. You get, and every character from the original Monday Night Combat is in this game. If you owned the original Monday Night Combat, then with Super Monday Night Combat, you will get a special outfit, which my character, as you can see, is wearing that right now. Now, this game does have a couple of flaws. There is the Turbo Cross flaw that I mentioned earlier, and there is one other. It's load times. They're not load times, matchmaking times. On average, it can take anywhere from 2 to 5, even, I think I've even had 10 to 15 minutes where I just can't find a game. And I think that's mainly because there are not a lot of people playing this game. This game's available on Steam, free to play, and I feel also the business model here is a very smart one. That is my opinion. You can see, like I said, free to play. Feel free to try it out. Add me on Steam. Same as my username, JENDURL. I don't have a problem playing a game with you. But there are, at any given time, I've seen only about 1,200 people playing, which isn't bad until I've seen, like, Team Fortress 2 will have 1,200 games going. So, this game has a very small community, it seems like. Very good game, in my opinion. I feel with any free-to-play game, you should try it out. If it's free, there's no harm in trying it. I've tried most free-to-play games if I feel that they have any interest to me. I've tried Alliance of Valiant Arms, I've played Fallen Earth or DC Universe Online. If it's free, there is no harm in trying. You don't have to buy anything or whatever. This game is special. There's the in-game currency in this game called combat credits. Now, what combat credits are, you earn at the end of every game. It's given to you based on how well you did and if the team won or lost, etc., etc. You can buy boosters to increase the amount of combat credits you get during a game for any given period of time. It can be anywhere from 2 weeks to 30 games. It all depends on which one you choose to buy. Combat credits are used. You can buy any pro in the game. Anyone can be bought in-game. You cannot spend any real currency in this game to get the full experience. And for the most part, there are fair prices. At the moment, at least when I was playing on Sunday when I recorded this game, you're saying Artemis is $10, which to me does seem a little bit pricey. But she did just come out. Sharpshooter pros are a little bit difficult for some people to master. In-game currency, it was about 11,000, which at the moment I do feel the in-game currency prices are a little high. I get about, I want to say like 200 at the end of every game. So it's not entirely unfair. It's just not as good as I would feel it should be. Now, for those who played League of Legends, you are used to the rune system. I don't know how it works with Smite or Dota, but the rune system in League of Legends is something that is also in Super Monday Night Combat called endorsements. There are several levels of endorsements. There are 5 levels. The starting level will give you, are very cheap, but will give you very little buff. And then there is all the way to level 5, and the base will give you a very high buff, but also a decent debuff. The more of a buff you get, the more of a debuff you will also get as a trade-off. You can only purchase these, though, with in-game currency. You cannot buy power in this game. There's no way to buy endorsements or the products, what I will get to in a minute. As you level up, you unlock more endorsement slots. I believe it's something like every 2 to 3 levels you will unlock an endorsement slot. Randomly at the end of the game, you can get endorsements. Bacon level endorsement will cost you about 2,000. Right now, I believe I have 2,500. And I've played about 30 games and spent 500 to 1,000 credits. So you getting these endorsements are very easy to buy. There's also the product system. Now, products I don't believe are in any MOBA game I have played, but I'm not very versed in MOBA games. What products are for the most part just basic buffs. There are some that will give you a coin magnet, which you can pick up coins. Coins are your experience in this game, how you level up. So the coin magnet will help with that. There are some that will increase your amount of damage to bots up to a certain point. There are some that increase your speed as you spawn, increase your accuracy for a few seconds, etc., etc. You can only buy those in-game currency as well. Then there's the leveling system. Leveling is all based on the money that you get in-game. And by in-game, I do mean during a game. Any money you get there does not affect your combat credits in game. Combat credits will not affect how much money you get in game. The more money you get, the more likely you are to level up. When you level up, you gain 1 skill point you can allocate to any of your abilities. There is your offense, your defense, and then your 3 standard abilities, which are your left, shift, Q, and E abilities. Each one of these is different for every class. For the assault, which I'm playing right now, I have the bomb, which is the left shift. If I throw that and left shift again, it explodes. I use it quite a bit in this game, not as effective as I've used it in the past. My vision depth is not that good. He also has the fly ability, which if you hit Q or double jump will allow you to fly. You level that up. You can fly farther, you can fly longer, you can fly faster. Then there's finally the tackle ability, which I do not use very often because if you haven't noticed, I didn't have a lot of frame rates. Like I said, not a very good computer for this, so it was running it pretty hard when I was playing this. So I wasn't using that because that takes a little bit more precision, and I, for the most part, don't. Each class has their own abilities that you level up. Every level you get 1 skill point. There are various builds and stuff that you can build online. For the most part, I build a lot of high offense and then defense. And I built a lot of the bomb in this one, maybe a little bit of flight if I remember correctly. This game is by no means easy. There are a lot of people who are not very good at this game that I've played with. That is nothing against you. This game can take a little bit to get used to. There is a learning curve. If you played the original Monday Night Combat, odds are you will do a lot better than someone who's never played it. Since this is a third-person shooter, any FPS experience or third-person shooter experience, of course, will help you tremendously. Personally, I would recommend getting this game. It is a free game. Completely free. You do not have to purchase anything. It is a benefit to purchasing. Because at the moment, there is what's known as the Blitz that is in beta right now. Anyone who has purchased or is a full agent in the game gets beta access to the Blitz. What the Blitz is the same mode as the original Crossfire in Monday Night Combat, which is you defending your money ball against waves of bots. I'm not sure exactly how this works. I am not a full agent at the moment, and I have not played it yet. There's nothing wrong with not being a full agent. Money does not give you power. You can buy things like extra outfits and things like that. Nothing that matters. I would recommend getting this game. This game can be a lot of fun. This game is very easy to get immersed into. The games aren't that long. I've played a game that was about 20 minutes. That's the longest game I'd ever played. For the most part, games will last 10 to 15 minutes. For anyone who's played a League of Legends game, that can be 45 minutes to an hour. It can be rather short. I would recommend getting this, just on my opinion. Like I said, feel free to play any game. Send me a friend request on Steam. And if I got it, I'll play it with you. My links to my Steam community page, my Twitter, my Facebook, and my YouTube will all be in the description down below, along with the Steam store page for Super Monday Night Combat. Thank you. I'm Alex, best DJ Productions. Have a good day.